Hey everyone, my name is Kajal and today I'm talking about how to network on LinkedIn. Networking is not easy. It's awkward, it's weird, and if you're an introvert, it's even more difficult to talk to strangers. But think of this, every friend you know right now was a stranger at one point. That's why today I'm talking about how to find the right people, how to talk to them, and how to build those networks that will help you in your career. Before we get into that, if you're new here, consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification so you're notified every time I come up with a new video. So let's get into it. Number 1. Finding the right people. On a platform like LinkedIn, finding people is much more easier than it would be in real life. You simply go to the search tab and type keywords about your domain. For example, I'm a roboticist and I'm looking to connect with other robotics engineers. I will go on the search tab and type robotics engineers, perception, computer vision, machine learning. Next, consider joining groups or follow publications that will feature people in your domain. For me, it's RoboHub and Replica. Both of them do feature interviews on people in my domain and further tag those people when they do those interviews. So it's very easy for me to just look into their profile and have a connection with them. Now that we've found the right people to connect with, number 2 is sending that connection request. Don't simply send the connect request and hope that you will get connected. Use the add note feature to add a small note as to why this person should connect with you. Even if you're looking for a job or looking for some advice or just to have a meaningful conversation with that person, include it. Here are some examples. Hey, my name is Kajal and I'm interested in a position in your organization. I'm hoping to have a conversation with you about some of the projects in your team. Look into their profile, look into the organizations that they're working in, look at the projects that they're working on, and use that to send a personalized note. Here's another example. Hey, my name is Kajal and I see that you're working on the localization problem. I would be interested to talk to you more about that. Let's connect. By sending a note, you're letting the other person know why they should connect with you and what is it that you expect from them. Connection requests are not the only way to connect with someone. As I mentioned before, follow hashtags and publications. You can use this to find content in your domain and engage by leaving a comment. Not only the author but also other members of the community will respond and you will be able to have a conversation that can be converted into a connection. Now that we've found the right people and connected with them, next comes talking to them. A lot of people get super nervous as to how to just talk to them. Now here's a simple formula that almost always works for me. Hey, would you like to have a virtual coffee chat? The reason I say coffee is it's universal, simple, and a short duration of time. Coffee chats are usually 10 to 15 minutes, so it's totally doable and your chances of getting a yes are much higher. You're not asking someone for a whole hour of their busy schedule. You're just asking 10 to 15 minutes. Plus, coffee signifies as casual. It's not a big interview, it's just a casual conversation. Now comes the difficult part, actually talking to the person. If you're an introvert, I can get how awkward and weird this is. But I'm going to help you out. I would say start with some simple questions just so you can get acquainted with one another. An example is, so hey, where are you from? Now one big problem with this is one-word answers. Hey, where are you from? I'm from Mumbai. How about you? Chennai. One-word answers. They are the death of every conversation that is about to happen. If you're the one answering the question, avoid answering in one words. Try and give a more detailed description. For example, I'm from Mumbai, it's a city in India. Try and give a little bit more than just the one-word answer. If you're on the receiving end, act like an interviewer and ask more questions. So what is it like growing up in Mumbai? What is your favorite thing to do in Mumbai? The idea is to have a conversation and keep it flowing. So even if you're getting a one-word answer, just turn it around and ask more questions. Don't become a surveyor and say, hey, where are you from? So what do you do? how many kids do you have? No, that's not what we're going for. We're trying to have a conversation. So ask interesting questions and also have interesting answers for yourself if you get that question back. Remember, these are icebreakers. It's okay if they don't work. It's okay if it's awkward and weird in the start. Just move on to another topic and then move on to the actual conversation. You've connected it with one another for the common domain. Ask questions about your domain or share problems in your domain. One of the problems I often face is sensor noise. So when I'm connecting with someone in that domain, I will ask, hey, how do you deal with sensor noise? If you're looking for a job, you can ask about what's the job process like, what kind of projects are you working on, what are the skills that are important. One question I often get asked is, do you guys use C++ or Python? If you're an introvert, I can totally relate to how awkward and weird it is. But trust me when I say this, the only way forward is trying. Try and have these conversations with a couple of people, and then you'll slowly start to find your own pace and comfort, and it will become a little easier. My last tip is to cheer the other person. If you had a meaningful conversation, go on LinkedIn and write a post and give a shout out to the other person and tag them so the whole world can get to know more about them. We all could use some positivity and support in our own careers. I hope you found this information useful and you can create that connection on LinkedIn and build a network that will help you in your career. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and comment below to tell me what your experience has been like.